what you know about this legacy. Wednesday night tuned in to this legacy. Mark and Will locked in on this legacy. Mel and PIP's in on this legacy. Let's go. What you know about this legacy. Wednesday night tuned in to this legacy. Mark and Will locked in on this legacy. Get your popcorn, I know you need this medicine. Let's go.
What's going on, people? Welcome to the Mark and Will Show. And you right, you guessed it. Got an interview tonight. Legacy was playing. You see me, it's going to be a male bulldog. Got something special, something first time on the show. You know what I'm saying? So real excited for that. I hope everybody had a great Tuesday. Everything's going fine for you guys. Wasn't on yesterday. Decided to take a little break. Did a lot of stuff over the weekend, no cap show, so basically the scoreboard, so enjoy doing that. So you guys make sure you tune in 11 a.m. on Saturdays. We're going to continue to do that. We also going to have a preview show probably this Thursday on these big games that's coming up. So definitely do that. Also, we got polls, so make sure you guys are voting on these polls. Players of the week, offensive players of the week, defensive players of the week. Make sure you do that. Also, I want to let everybody know, so you heard it from me. I've said it before. We said it before. Mark and Will Show said it before. Let you know that one of the criteria is to be on the poll. Your team has to win. You know what I'm saying? So there's some guys who had some heck of a gains, but, you know, we got to go ahead and cut some stuff off. Otherwise, these polls will be 70 deep, and we're not trying to have 70. I'm not trying to go put 70 people on the polls. I'm sorry. You know, it's a lot of work to do. And so that's the criteria. Your team has to win. Team win. We go ahead and go from there. But that's the number one thing right there. So go ahead and vote for these kiddos. Everybody we think deserves an opportunity, a chance to be our player of the week. So it's in your hands. Voting's in tomorrow, 4 p.m. on Facebook, and I think it's around close to that time on Twitter. So go ahead and do that big time. Let's see here. Where to find us at? Where to find us at? Where to find us at? This is where you're going to find us at, period. You see at the Mark and Will Show, all kinds of stuff like that. So we're talking about Twitter, which is X, Facebook, which you're on now, TikTok, you don't stop, Instagram, YouTube. This interview, this episode will drop on YouTube after the show. Got Mark and Will Gaming. Mark and Will Gaming is all across the board. Players Club group. Make sure you join that. You know, that's where, you know, the voting is originated from that. So make sure you go ahead and definitely give that a follow and all that kind of good stuff like that. So, you know, I think it's time. What do y'all think? I think it's time. Let's get it started right here. Let's get it started right here. Today, I am joined by Camryn Collins, male high school class of 24, girls soccer defensive and center midfielder. How you doing, Camryn?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing fine, doing fine. I mean, you know, decided we wanted to make sure we touch all the sports and things like that. So definitely wanted to get soccer, volleyball. Had a soccer player on before, but you are our first. You are our first girl soccer player on the Mark and Will Show. So that's definitely a big welcome. So basically, tonight I want you to educate myself and probably other viewers. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, how long have you been playing soccer?
Oh, it's been since I was probably like 3, but I really started playing competitive soccer maybe when I was like 7 or 8.
Mm,
That's when I started playing, and I was playing up, and then after that, it just is now unfolding. Yeah,
okay. So yeah, you know, you come from an athletic family. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna say your dad. I'm gonna say your mom, your sisters, all that kind of stuff. I'm leaving your dad out on purpose. But all that. But let me ask you this: what do you love the most about soccer?
I think what I love the most is being able to go out there and showing people what type of player you are. I think everybody knows me as the person that's gonna get out there and not be afraid to go up against anybody. All my coaches said that I'm fearless basically because they can put me on any player and I won't care if you're a D1 commit, if you're 3 years older than me. That I think that doesn't matter to me, to be honest. But
Oh, uh-oh.
yeah, I think that's what I love about it is the competitiveness for sure.
Wow. Ooh, okay, okay. She said 3 years older, D1, whoever, come and get it. I got it for you. So far, what's your favorite? Let me ask you this. What was your favorite? What has been your favorite soccer moment so far?
I think my favorite soccer moment was definitely when a few years ago, the best players in the country got picked to go play in Vegas, and I was one of those players. And me and my dad went out there, and then I actually became captain of that team, so that made me
Oh,
feel really good about myself. Yeah.
okay, okay. We see you. We see you. That's good stuff right there. So you say you've been playing since a tot. So did you play any other sports?
I played t-ball. I played basketball. I sucked at basketball though. That was so bad. Um, yeah, I mean, powder puff is that's a sport. I play powder puff when it comes around October, but yeah,
I know
I
you.
played other sports, yeah.
I know you. Hey, if you talking about you taking care of business on the soccer field, I hate to see you on that football field. I might have to come this year and just to see what's going on. I mean, yeah, without a doubt. So let me see. In your mind, do you think soccer is the best sport in the world?
Not yet. I think it's upcoming. I think a good example is the Women's World Cup that just happened. They set a lot of records for viewers because that everybody's seeing now that not only like women's soccer but just soccer in general is becoming one of the best sports. So I definitely think we're getting there because everybody sees how not only creative you have to be, but it takes a lot to run up and down the field for a full 90 minutes. So I think a lot of people thought it was easy and then they started seeing the top level players and they're like, "Oh, yeah, it's really hard to get out on that field and do all that stuff."
Right, right. Do you have a favorite soccer player?
My favorite soccer player would probably be Crystal Dunn. She plays for the Portland Thorns. She's a defender, but she recently got moved to midfield because of her attacking mindset, and that kind of like relates to me. Like I'm a defender at heart, but sometimes I like to dribble up the field, and because who doesn't like who wants to score? Everybody wants to score, so I try. I try sometimes to score. It doesn't always work out. I may get an assist, but sometimes I'm lucky.
Uh, so I mean, and that's one thing, and that's not even. I mean, that's just. Let me see. Like you said, everybody wants to score. So, what made you become a defender and center? Besides, I know you said your mind frame, but do you ever want to go and be one of the players that are known to do the scoring?
Um, Not really. I don't think that I would be me if I wasn't a defender lightweight because the way I play, I have a defend first mindset. So I don't want nobody to score on us because if they score on us, we can't score either. So like I don't know. I just think what made me a defender was I was fast too, and I think just my reading of the game was more advanced than others. Yeah.
Okay, okay, cool. And you're talking about you don't want anybody scoring your team and things like this. So, what do you think sets your team apart from other teams? Talking about male high.
I think this year it's a growing year, but I think what sets us apart from other teams is our drive and our like determination. Because sometimes it gets a little hard when we may get scored on a few times, or we know that a team's better than us because if we look at their record or their players. But I think everybody that goes out on the field, they don't care. They always have this effort that is really special. I think that's what was missing last year. So I think we're in good shape this year.
Okay, okay. Do you have a do you guys do a pregame meal or do you have a certain spot that before each game you gotta eat?
Usually on away games, we all go to either like Panera or Chick-fil-A. I know that sounds bad. Chick-fil-A does, but some of us actually like get healthy stuff. I get my classic meal because it's kind of my pre-game ritual. I can't go without eating a meal before the game. Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. What do you think is the most important quality of a for a successful soccer player?
I think being able to work with a team, I mean, there's 11 players on the field and you can't do it all by yourself. So I think trusting your team and knowing that if something goes wrong, they have your back, I think that's the most valuable component of being a soccer player is that.
So, no one likes to lose. Everybody wants to win. How do you deal with a disappointment? After a loss, how do you do? Do you like get back on the field? Do you look at film? Like, how do you cope with that?
I actually talked to my sister about it because, even though my mom and dad come to all the games, sometimes they see things that aren't right at all. They don't know what they're talking about sometimes, but luckily now I can drive, so I can reflect on it when I get back home. And when I
Uh-huh.
get the film, I send it to my sister because she's also a defender, so she kind of helps me like see what not only what I could have done, but what my team could have done. So she kind of like reflects back. So then when we have like a film session, I can like say that since she gave me that knowledge. Yeah, that's kind of what I do. I'm mad at first because, like you said, who likes to lose? But
Right,
I get over it sometimes. Sometimes I get over it
right,
and
right.
use it as fuel. Yeah.
How do you celebrate? Y'all win a big win. I mean, what's going on? How's Cameron feeling then?
Oh, when we win, I talk the most crap, especially if it's a big team. And I feel like I just talk about it for so long and I post it. Sometimes I'll post on my Snapchat or my Instagram just to like let everybody know. Because,
Mm.
yeah,
You're a
everybody should
trash
know that we
talker.
just won.
You're a
Yeah.
trash talker. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I know I used to run it. So, what's your okay out of you know being a defensive midfielder or center midfielder? What's the difference between those two?
So, what in defensive midfielder is a center back, so that's kind of like the leader and the glue of the team. So they're always the last one to like go up the field and they make sure everybody's in line where they're supposed to be because they're in the back so they can see everything.
Mhm.
And a center midfielder is different because she's kind of like the outlet to us getting a goal. Like she's kind of always in the pockets and space and she kind of is leading the front line as well because she plays those balls into the final third to like score the goals or she even just like draws defenders out so it can create other opportunities. So yeah,
Okay.
that's the
So
difference.
so which one you like playing the most?
Right now, I like playing center midfield the most because I kind of have free will to do anything. So yeah, I kind of like run around the field, just go everywhere, and it gives me an opportunity to try like new skills that I've been working on the off season. So when I hit a new skill, I make sure that my dad sees it because he loves when I try new stuff. Yeah.
It's you mentioned what I'm saying uh, going to Vegas and being a part of that all star team basically. Any other kind of accomplishment in soccer that you're most proud of?
Let's see. I'm trying to think back. It's been so long. I think I know it's not going to go on a paper, but I think one of my biggest accomplishments was actually uh defending it was on Monday actually defending a D1. She just committed to Louisville, so and that was kind of like a confidence boost for me because I just came back from an injury. So that was one of my biggest accomplishments is when I defend somebody that's ranked or something. It kind of because it gets me noticed too. Like the
Right.
coaches on the other team see that I've defended their player well and everything. So I think that kind of is one of my biggest accomplishments too.
Okay. Cool. So I know you around football a lot and things like that. So this question is not just about football, but other
Hmm.
sports. What do you think makes soccer different from the other sports?
I think what makes it different is that you have to kind of have that nobody can beat me mentality on the field. Like you have to be go into the game like, okay, if I'm in the middle of the field, I'm gonna get past this player like everything. And I also think that you have to have a certain type of creativity in your mind because you might be 101 in the corner or something, and you might have to just do things on your own sometimes. So I think that's what makes it different.
Do you do a lot of film study?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
beat myself up sometimes too much. That's what my family says, but it's better than it's good for me to look back and see like what I can do because most of the time you get in the same situations in soccer.
Hmm.
So it's kind of easier to look at it yourself. So like instead of somebody telling you what you could have done different, because I'm a visual person, so like I like to look at what's going on the field and what we could as a team can do better. So yeah, I'm more of a film study person. I could
Do
watch film all day.
do you guys as a team do y'all do that? Do y'all watch a lot of film or also?
Yeah, well, this year we have been watching more film. Last year we didn't have a camera, but this year our AD actually let us get a camera. So like tomorrow we have a film session because we play on Thursday and we lost on Monday.
Hmm.
Don't talk about that, but we lost. So that's going to be a an important film session for us because it's going to see what we could have done differently. Because I think the team we played Thursday like is a similar to the team we played Monday. So it's kind of like that, like same situation. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Uh, yeah. Thank you, AD. Thank you.
I know. Thanks. Finally.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for coming through big time. So let's see. Mm-mm. What was one of the, let's say, most difficult things about learning to play soccer?
I think the most difficult thing was some coaches will just overlook you. Like it's a lot of, I don't want to say politics, but I think the hardest thing for me to learn, well, personally, the hardest thing for me to learn was that everybody was going to compare me to my sister.
Right.
So I think as an athlete and you have a sibling that plays the same sport, I think that was the hardest thing for me to learn is, especially since we play the same position, it was very much, oh, your sister did this, oh, your sister did that. But
Hmm.
she was one of my biggest supporters in telling me to be my own person. So that was kind of hard for me to always hear my sister's name. Yeah.
Right. 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 I bet. Yeah, that's big time right there. Yeah, people don't understand that that's a different type of pressure. You
Yeah.
know, that's a different type of pressure, big time. So yeah, that's yeah, without a doubt. Let me see. So, how do you stay motivated? During the season. Especially sometimes the things not going your way, being with the teams changes. It could be, you guys could be younger. You know what I'm saying, that kind of inexperience and things like that. But how do you stay focused?
I think I stay focused by just like trusting the process, like knowing what point we are in the season. So like right now we're like 1-2, but like we've only played 3 games, so obviously we still have a lot of growth to do. So I think trusting the process is big for me, and I think taking every game and learning a lesson from it. That's how I stay pretty focused. Is getting something out of every game, even if it's a bad game for me. Like if it's something my team did well on, I still learn something from the game.
Right, right. Let me see. Let's go this way with it. In your words, how would you describe your game?
Like the way I play, my style.
Right.
Very direct very direct and aggressive minded, I would say. I'm always looking to go forward, and I'm always looking to be aggressive to the other team. I usually get a couple fouls here and there, but unintentional sometimes. I think my style of play is very team based, I think.
Hmm.
It's very at your face, yeah. And it shows that I'm not afraid of anyone. So I may give a foul here and there just as a warning, like, okay, this is how we're gonna play, yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Let
Yeah,
you know that we're here. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Here I'll
we're
be here
on,
all
yeah,
game.
all game, and
All
it
game.
makes some people mad sometimes, and it's funny, but yeah, I think it's funny.
So, what would you say are some of the things you may need to improve on?
One of the things I may need to improve on is my aerial work. it's in the ball when the ball's in the air.
Hmm.
I've gotten better at it, but it's just like as a center back, one of the main things you have to be good at is your aerial work, like getting the ball out of the air, heading the ball out, stopping crosses from coming in. I think that's something that I definitely need to work on. And then another thing I need to work on is my stamina actually, because I got hurt, so it's kind of down right now. And just being as a center back for like you don't really come out like you're not supposed to come out. So like I need to work on just keeping keeping my stamina up during the game because usually a center back doesn't come out. So it's just time comes with that too. But yeah, those are the two things I think that I would say I need to work on the most.
Cool, cool. Let's talk about let's talk about your team right now. So, what's the makeup of the team? Is it you know a lot of seniors, a lot of sophomore, like underclassmen? Like, what's the makeup?
It's a lot of seniors. I think we have like 12 seniors this year. It's a couple juniors. We have a couple sophomore and like only like three freshmen maybe. Yeah. But our biggest class is the seniors for sure. And that's
Mhm.
different because last year we only had two seniors. So it was all underclassmen, which is a big change now because we have a lot of leaders on the team. So yeah, that's what it's made up of.
And how's that going? How's that going? Is being a leader? I know you've been a captain before, like like all star stuff. So how
Mhm.
important is leadership for you, and how's that going with this team?
I think it's going okay. We still have some. So our coach actually named captains, and some of our seniors were unhappy because we have a lot of seniors that have been committed to Mile High for like 4 or 5 years, whatever. So, it's kind of their time. But I think we all have shown different leadership ways. My way in leading is I just lead by example. I don't really like telling people over and over again, like, you need to do this and do that. But especially with the younger classmen, I try to be like the leader they can come to because I feel like when I was a freshman, it was intimidating to be on varsity with like seniors and juniors. So like I feel
Mhm.
like having that person as an outlet you can come to that's older than you is like really important to being successful on the team.
True, true. Yeah, yeah. And the thing about it is, and you hit on the point. Not everybody, leadership. You don't have to be a talker and a yeller and all that kind of stuff like that. Because a lot of people think that is, and your play speaks volume, examples and stuff like that. So that's very important for that. So let's talk a little bit more about the team. Like, break it down for us. Like, who the ones who's gonna score the points? Like, what I'm saying, who the strikers and things like that. Let's give us a little scouting report without a scouting report without giving a scouting report.
So I think the three most, I don't want to say most important, the three players we usually try to get the ball to is me, this
Mhm.
other senior, and this junior, because we have the, I don't want to say the most experience, but the best experience out of our team. And our goal this year is to just stay in our shape. So I actually scored from center midfield, I think.
Wow.
Our first game, it was at Butler. It was outside the box, but I think the game is really focused around. He really looks at me to be like the outlet so we can get up to the striker or even get a shot off. So that's why I took that shot because he told me to take it.
Hmm.
So I would think we have a couple. We have one freshman. She's really good,
You got to,
and we
Cameron. You got to give me some names now. Who the other two that is
have
the scores are? Who's that you was talking about a few minutes ago?
the scores. The ones the other two are Kelsey Lee and Stephanie Ferraris.
Okay.
They're the ones that really we work around all three of us. And then I would say the freshman that I think could really be good once she gets to senior is Audrey Gamas, I think is her last name. She's a
Hmm.
freshman. And another person I would say that has really improved for only playing soccer is Riley Walkson. She's our goalkeeper. She struggles sometimes, but Monday she came up big against Manual. She came up big. So she's one of those goalies that, like, you put her out there, she's going to come up in the biggest moments. And we kind of have a love hate relationship. We're best friends on the off the field, but on the field we kind of bicker. But she knows that it's just out of love, so she does really well with me in the back. But some of the subs I would say are very, I want to say that can be very good as a change of like mentality is this other sub named Kennedy Marshall. I don't know if you know her. She's a junior. She's really fast when she wants to be.
When she wants
She's
to
really
be.
fast. Yeah. But that's the striker mentality. I think you run a lot if we
Hmm.
play those, and the way we play is very direct sometimes. So we ask a lot of her to run, keep running, and then
Right.
defend. So yeah, but
Wow.
she's another one. She hasn't scored yet, but it's coming. I can feel it.
Okay.
I played a few balls to her and she just missed it, but it's coming. She's gonna get one. Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Who are the coaches? Who's the head coach?
Coach Alex Valls, I think is his name. He came from Central Hardin, and he honestly has grown so much as a coach in over a year because last year he came in really late. So it was kind of like he just got thrown in there. He didn't really
Hmm.
know the players. But this year he knew the type of style like we needed to play and everything, and you can definitely see the improvement, and he just has so much confidence, and all the girls really respect him now because he's shown that like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I just needed some time to adjust. So we have an assistant coach, Coach Toms. He's like a teacher. He's a math teacher in the building, so he's kind of also like a an outlet for school if we needed one.
Hmm.
So, like, say we needed help or we just needed to calm down a bit, like, we could go to his class. And it's always good to have somebody in the building that's on your team because at the end of the day, everything helps. Like, say I just had a bad grade, he could probably help me with it. And he's a math teacher, and math is ridiculous. So, it's, it's, it's so hard. For me, it's hard. So,
I
I'm
mean,
glad he's,
I,
yeah.
it might be the only thing hard. I mean, because what's your GPA?
It's like a 3.8, I want to say. A 3 point. And
Yeah.
that's always the class that like brings me down. So, yeah. Trust me. Yeah, no.
so so let's. How is training? How do one become ready for the soccer season? What kind of training do you do to get ready?
What I do mostly is the first thing I do is conditioning. For me to be able to run around the field 90 minutes, I have to be in shape. And it's not just like running a mile or two, it's doing different variations of running. So, like, some
Hmm.
days I'll do sprint work with my dad, and the other times I'll do distance, and then I'll do little spurts or whatever. Just because, like, in the game, it is like sometimes you're doing just little sprints up and down
Right.
the field, or you're just jogging around for 90 minutes straight. So, it's not just a certain type of running, but and then I just get a lot of ball work in, like technical stuff, I will say. Because, like, juggling helps, wall work helps, passing the ball against the wall. And then lastly, I do like a lot of finishing, which is shooting.
Hmm.
It really helps to practice your shooting just because, like, you never know, you may have a free kick one day that's like difficult. So, like, having that certain technique to help you, like, score is really helpful. But yeah, I
Right.
do. Yeah, that's what I do to prepare.
Ooh-wee. Hey, yeah, because that field's no joke. Running around, that's a big field. That is a big field, without a doubt. So I know that's. So you've been playing since a tot. So when did you start doing travel ball? Or is it called travel ball?
Yeah, it's called travel ball. I started doing it, I want to say like 8 or 9, and it was kind of hard for me because I played up a age, so it was kind of hard being the youngest one. But I will say, so I recently moved to an elite travel ball is what I would call it, where we travel all over the country,
Hmm.
and that's hard sometimes, just managing like schoolwork and also like just being as social as I am. Like, sometimes I would have to leave on Thursdays or Fridays, so like I would miss the football games or basketball games. Like, it just
Right.
depends. But yeah, it's we travel everywhere. You name it, we travel. We've traveled New York, North Carolina, Washington, Florida, everywhere.
Right. So,
Pennsylvania.
so how did travel ball help your game?
I think it gave me a different mindset, and I feel like every state has a different soccer players. I feel like it gave me a different level of competitiveness. So like, and also it just like honestly made me like realize, okay, if I want to be serious about this, this is how I'm going to get better because travel ball is definitely the way to get better. The quickest way I feel like is to get better because you play with some of the best in your state and then you go play the other state's best. So it's kind of like you're automatically getting better by playing them.
Right, right, right. Whew, yeah, that's a different thing right there. That's a different beast. Wow. Okay, okay. Yeah, let me see. Let me go this way with you. We always do this for the football and basketball players. So let's do this. All that running and stuff. What tacos or pizza? What's going down? What you like?
Definitely, definitely tacos. Yeah,
Where you getting them
yes.
from?
I love tacos. Get the
Yeah.
burrito tacos with the burrito juice. Yes.
Yes, yes. Without
Yes,
a
get that.
doubt. Without a doubt.
Oh,
Qdoba
Qdoba.
off the
I had
bat,
it today.
off the
Yes,
dribble. You're not
Qdoba.
messing with Chipotle. You say
No,
Qdoba.
Chipotle is so bad. Don't go eat it. No. Qdoba is my favorite.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I got you. Let me see here. What we got here? Mm. Popeyes or Chick Fil
Chick-fil-A.
A. Chick Fil A. You ain't mess.
Chick-fil-A.
You ain't messing with Popeyes, but sometimes they
I
don't have the
no.
certain chicken.
I mess with their biscuits. Their biscuits always like, oh my gosh, they're so good. But Chick-fil-A overall is better. If you saw my Chick-fil-A app and how many points I had, you would think it was bad because it's bad for real. I'd probably get Chick-fil-A four four times. I don't even want to say it because it sounds bad, but yeah, Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A.
Are you putting honey on it? Popeyes biscuit.
Yes, honey, and maybe some strawberry jelly sometimes.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. Gary say don't eat that dry now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's see. Mm. So, what music are you listening to get you hyped? Do you listen to music to get you hyped before you play?
Yeah,
What you listening
I
to?
have to. I have to, or I just won't be in the game. It's weird. I listen to probably Lil Baby or Rilo. Yeah, that's
Mm.
probably. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. That's
So,
what gets me.
it be a young boy. You ain't bumping him to get you hyped. You just strictly little
Some
baby.
of his songs, yes, but some of the other songs, it just is not it to me. I don't know why, but Lil Baby always gets me. Like, if you look at my playlist, he's probably on there 75% of it. But yeah, yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I know that's right. This has now become the DeAndre Malone question.
Oh my gosh.
Drums are flats because everybody who comes on from Mel, he always tells that, hey, this is the last question. So this is now, I done dubbed it his question. So what are you rolling with? Drums or flats?
Flats.
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 What are
Yes.
you? What sauce you using?
Like blue cheese or ranch?
Yes.
Like
All right. Some
blue
people's putting
cheese.
barbecue and all that. So blue cheese. What are you using?
I usually like mild wings or honey barbecue, yeah. And then I dip it in blue cheese, yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So when do you guys play again?
We play Thursday. We play Mercy at 7:15 right now, but it might get pushed back because
Right.
of the
Right.
heat. So, but yeah, that's our next game.
When's the next home game?
Next home game is Saturday at Atherton at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, yeah. It's
I'm,
an
I'm
early one.
okay. Yeah.
It's an early one.
Yeah, I'm be getting ready for the no cap show. So I'm trying to. I'm gonna have to look at the schedule. I'm gonna have to look at you
Hmm.
guys' schedule so I can come out and check you guys. I want to check you guys out to see what's going on. I don't want to see you get a red card or anything like that. We want to make sure you're still playing and all all that kind of good stuff. Don't want you to get kicked out. So definitely want to go ahead and I'm gonna try to come to a game and see what's going on and see you take care of business big time because I have a feeling you do with some of these answers you have given big time. So I'm gonna give you the opportunity to thank everybody who's played an important role in your life so far on this journey, sports journey.
I want to thank my mom and dad for always taking me everywhere and for spending all that money on me because I know it's a lot sometimes. I want to thank my sisters for always supporting me and helping me. And I want to thank my I want to thank somebody that actually recently passed away, J2, because he's been my motivation recently.
J2,
Yeah, he was special. So
yeah,
yeah, he's been my I write him on my wrist before every game. So yeah,
good,
that's
good,
that's been my big motivation so far this season.
cool, cool. I love that big time. Rest in peace, J2. But look, check this out. We know you got big things ahead of you. So definitely want to, as the seasons begin, going to, like I said, check you out, see what's going on. Thank you for joining me tonight on the Mark and Will show and actually educating me. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who do not know the difference between defensive and center, midfield, fielder, and all that kind of stuff. So I really appreciate you. And we welcome more. We're gonna have some more soccer players, girls and boys, and things like that, because this sports needs spotlight just like every other sport. So I want to thank you for being the first girl soccer player on the Mark and Will show, and you rocked it. You rocked it. You rocked it. You rocked it. So thank you, Camryn.
Thank you for having me on the show.
No problem. I'll see you probably Friday.
Okay, bye.
Bye. That's what it's all about, guys. We definitely got to have, what I'm saying, we need to make sure every sport get the recognition that they deserve. Very smart person right there, Camryn, you know what I'm saying? Player, Hattie. I know I don't even want to run next to her. She might send a message and knock me down on purpose, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get that red card, but really appreciate this because, like I said, girls soccer's need that love, boys soccer, all the sports. Everybody knows about basketball, football, things like that, and baseball. We want to make sure everybody. So we're gonna have a volleyball player on next week for you guys too. We're working on cross country, all that stuff. I do want to go ahead and before we get off here, before I get off here, I want to talk about some scores that happened Saturday. Let's see. We had Bullet East 41, Woodford County 28, Mikey West 24 carries, 144 yards, 5 TDs. 5 TDs. Five. Did anybody else touch the 5 TDs? 3 reception, 44 yards. Mikey West is definitely on our poll. So, you might want to look at him because he took care of business. Congratulations, Bullet East, on that victory. Let's see. Nelson County Bulldogs, Bullet Central, 37-6. I have no other way to say it. Bulldogs, 37-6. Paul Briney, 4 for 7, passing, 68 yards. 2 TDs, 6 carries, 63 yards, 2 TDs, 4 TDs. Maybe that's the theme. 4 and above. We had 5 TDs. Now we got a total of 4 TDs. Congratulations, Nelson County, on that victory. Ferdale 14, E-Town 12. This right here had to be a slobber knocker. Big time. And I'm going to tell you, defense wins championship. And Kwame Anderson had 8 tackles. Had a pick 6. His pick 6 was special. You know why his pick 6 was special? 99 yards to the house. Pick six. It wasn't this 10, 15, 20. 99 yards to the house. Kwame Anderson, 8 tackles. Pick six. TD, pick six TD. For the people who don't know, TD, 99 yards. Way to take care of business. Furdale. North Odom, 21. Fern Creek, 7. Oh, ooh. Hey, congratulations. Coach Brock did his thing. Mac Powell, 8 receptions, 63 yards, 2 TDs. Way to start the season. North Odom. Coach Brock got that first victory. Still waiting for the gear, Coach. Still waiting for the gear. Ready to go ahead and rock that. You know what I'm saying? You got the address. Do what you got to do. Grant County, 28. Wagner, 7. Woo-wee. Yeah, congratulations, Grant County. I'm just going to say that. 28-7, Wagner. We know, Jacoby, hey, we know you're going to take care of business. Grant County, congratulations. Wow, that's really doing it. Last but not least, Hart County, 37, Spencer County, 22. Joshua Dan Crump, 14 carries, 90 yards, 2 TDs. Our guy who's been on the show, Jackson Shoulders, we need to get you back on because technical difficulties messed that show up. We got to get you on. Mr. Shoulders had 13 tackles on defense, right? 2 catches, 60 yards on offense. Big time. Hey, don't forget, this Saturday, we're going to go ahead and recap all the scores, Louisville area and surrounding areas scores. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. If you don't know nothing about the No Cap, this is what it's about. Let me see. What's going on, peeps? This is Will from the Mark and Will Show. We got a very special announcement to go ahead and do today, right now. We got a brand new show starting Saturday, August the 19th. It's called No Cap High School Recap Show. Hosted by yours truly and Mark and the Mayor. I know you guys are tired of the same old coverage, but we bringing something new. Highlights, scores from Friday night games in the Louisville area and the surrounding areas. Saturday, August the 19th, No Cap High School Football Recap Show. Check out the show on 35 KY Sports every Saturday at 11 a.m. Coaches and players, this is a golden opportunity for you guys to submit scores and stats and information for our viewers. Check us out this Saturday, August the 19th, right here on 35 KY Sports. Big time. So make sure you check that out. Also, Thursday, we're going to go ahead and preview the scores. We got an interview tomorrow. A player from Cal. A real good player. So, hey, it's been fun. Thank you, Camryn Collins, for joining me. I'm going to holler. Peace out, y'all. It's time to go ahead and just relax and chill. Legacy.
Mark and Will. Yeah. What you know about them Bulldogs and them Panthers? Legacy. That's right. Legacy. That's right. Legacy. That's right. Legacy. Let's go. What you know about this legacy? Wednesday night tuned in to this legacy. Mark and Will locked in on this legacy. Mel and PIP's in on this legacy. Let's go. What you know about this legacy? Wednesday night tuned in to this legacy. Mark and Will locked in on this legacy. Get your popcorn, I know you need this medicine. Let's go.